Yo, what's up guys? I'm Frank. You're watching the Frank's Life YouTube channel. And in this video, I was just gonna go over and show you my backpacking gear that I use. So let's just jump straight into it. So, obviously, first thing that I use, I pretty much I have to bring it on every trip, is my bag, which is a Mystery Ranch Brigadier 55 liter. If you want to see a little bit more about it, I have a whole video on my YouTube channel. Go check that out. Alright, so second most important thing, it's very important, but first aid kit. Just a standard first aid kit. I kind of added some stuff. Added like my own little things into it. I got a fire starter. I have a bunch of Leuco tape in here. Stuff for just regular injuries, bug bites, rashes, poison ivy, stuff like that. Bandages, all that good stuff. And then, so after the first aid kit, after the bag, this might be my most used item in my whole backpack. The Thermarest Z-Lite. It's super handy. I sleep on this thing. I actually just don't carry a backpacking chair with me because I opt to use this to sit down on. You can kind of sit on it, have like a little backrest against a tree, lay on it pretty much anywhere you are. Super handy, super helpful. Get one of these if you're going backpacking. Next, some people might call me crazy for this, but I also use a sleeping pad with my Thermarest. I use the Big Agnes Rapide. Super helpful. I am a side sleeper, so perfect for side sleepers. One thing that I actually really like about this is while I'm tossing and turning all night long, because I'm just a rotisserie chicken basically all night long. Very quiet. A lot of the other sleeping pads I've used, as I'm flipping, there's like awful noises, crunching noises, and that actually wakes me up sometimes, my own movement and noise. On the subject of sleeping, I use the Nemo Disco. This is the 15-degree bag. -9 degrees Celsius. Super warm, super comfortable. This thing compresses down like really good. Okay, next, sleeping wise. Obviously, I have to have a tent. So I use the Big Agnes. Tiger Wall. This is the 2-person. It is ultralight. Super easy to set up. I love it. I have a video of my first setup video, my first pitch. If you want to see it, it's on the channel. Go check it out. And obviously I use the ground sheet or the footprint. I really recommend getting footprints for your tents, mainly just because it protects the bottom of your tent. And the longer your tent bottom is protected, the longer your tent stays in decent shape. We're still on the subject of sleeping. I have my Trekology pillow. It's the a loft pillow 2.0. I think I got this for pretty cheap on Amazon. Not my favorite thing in the world. It works, but if you're like real picky about pillows, I actually would not recommend this. It's not super comfortable, but it gets your head off the ground, and it actually has a latch, so you can just bungee it straight onto your sleeping pad and it won't move around. That is something nice I do like about it. So there's that. And finally, wrapping up sleeping, I like to use these booties. They're down booties. They're super comfortable, keep my feet warm, and that's all I need them to do. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk food and water. So for water, what I like to do is I actually chose the Sawyer Squeeze. I use the Sawyer Squeeze filtration system. From all of my research, it just looks like the best company. Life Straw is pretty good too. However, I just really like Sawyer's, their mission and their goal, which is to like help the whole world drink fresh water, clean water. And so I like to support that kind of stuff. So that's why I got this over Life Straw. And then for food, what I use is the MSR Pocket Rocket stove. Here's the stove. Super lightweight, easy setup. You know, I got the pot holder with it. I got the pot right here. Stove, pot holder. I just put it all in here and put the lid on it. Boom. Super easy to carry. Doesn't take up much space in the pack. And to eat the awesome food that I cook, I like to bring my titanium spoon. Toke's long spoon. Definitely get yourself a long spoon if you don't already. A lot of the, you know, backpacking food are those big, tall bags that you gotta like really reach down in there to get. So you don't want to stick your whole hand in the bag. Get a long spoon. Or they also make sporks if you prefer that. Okay. And I actually do plan on getting a bear canister soon. I don't have one, so I use this. It's an old cashew can. This will not keep bears out, but I just like to have my food kind of organized into one small, simple space. That's why I use this. You know, oatmeals for breakfast. I personally like you can get like the rice bags at, you know, the grocery store. Pretty easy. Kroger, Walmart. They're pretty cheap, easy to make. I really like a lot of those flavors. You can get those little tuna packs for like $1.25, I think. Those are pretty good. And you can like dry store meat, which is really nice. One other thing that I really like to bring with me, just in case, you know, inclement weather, I have the Tetromi. Not really sure how to pronounce that. Teromi rain jacket. I mean, it's a little big, but it's a little heavy too. I could possibly get like a more lightweight rain jacket, But I really like this one. It actually doubles as a tarp if I need it to. So multi-function kind of thing. Since we're on the subject of rain jackets and clothing, let me show you my boots that I like to wear. Currently I wear the Oboz Sawtooth 2s. Now, a lot of people actually don't like these boots because they say right here, like right around this area, it squeezes the top of their foot. I've had no issues with that. They work fine for me. They work great. Also, clothing wise, I like to just wear a cotton shirt, pretty simple shirt. I don't really like to use a lot of the plasticky clothes like polyester and stuff, but that's just a personal choice. And for pants, I just wear whatever pants. I ain't too picky about pants. Yeah, there's a lot of pants that'll make your hike probably a lot more comfortable. If you're going in warm or cold, or depending on what you're doing. I just wear khakis. Brown khakis or blue khakis. Just what I wear. It works perfectly fine for me. So let's talk socks. I actually really like the brand Darn Tough. They are extremely comfortable socks and they have a lifetime warranty. So if you buy a pair and you end up getting a hole on them on the trail, you can just stop at any little outdoor shop that sells them, let them know there's a hole in it, and more than likely they will just trade socks with you right there on the spot. Let's move on from clothing. Let's talk about just hygiene out on the trail. What do we do? So I bring a little toothbrush with me and my little toothpaste container, which are just like the little toothpaste bites. So I bring my toothpaste bites, I bring my toothpaste. I like to bring deodorant with me. Just a small thing of deodorant, whatever I have at the time. I'm not too picky about deodorant. Sometimes I bring a hairbrush with me, a hair comb, some hair ties and stuff like that. Oh, right here is one thing that you guys definitely need to bring. Don't forget it. Your little taking care of business shovel. This is a boggler, super lightweight. One thing I like about this is I actually really like the plastic piece on top, so you can really give it some pressure without tearing your hand up. I like to keep mine in a little bag here with some toiletries. Okay, so that was pretty much the essentials. Let's move on to some extra stuff. I bring a camera gear. I record my hikes a lot, so if you guys like hiking, go check out the channel. I just put this little case with all of my gear. Fits right snug into my backpack. No problem. Light. Usually pack it pretty light, just the essential stuff. One thing I almost forgot to tell you guys was my headlamp. I have the Nightcore NU20, pretty standard for backpacking, super lightweight, has the straps on it, and it is super bright. Has the red light on it, which is super helpful if you plan on hiking with anybody. And yeah, this thing is like really bright. Thing I like to also bring is battery charger. I have to bring this. It's actually on the heavier side of a lot of the stuff that I bring. Just a solid battery. This charges my cameras, my iPhone, my lights, all of that good stuff. The battery, there's not much to say about it. It works pretty well. I have the Anchor battery. Also, just as a bonus item, I like to bring with me this. What is this? This is a magnifying glass. So while I'm out there in the field, hiking around, you know, if I'm on a little break, sometimes I just like to get up close and personal with stuff. I see an ant crawling around, I'll give it a good look. Or if I see a cool looking bush, it's an interesting leaf pattern, I'll stop and look at it. Yeah, guys, I think that pretty much covers the backpacking gear. If there's anything that you feel like I should maybe have that I didn't include here, like a lot of people like their camping chairs. Me personally, I just use the Thermarest. So maybe when I get tired of this thing, I might get a camping chair. We'll see. All right, well, that concludes the video, guys. Thanks for checking it out. If you like, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see some outdoor adventures, go check out my YouTube channel. I hike, I backpack, I kayak, and I have a lot of stuff planned in the future. A lot of catching, cooking, car camping, nomad living, all that good stuff. Thanks for checking the video out.